In the last episode, we uncovered something unsettling. The people you keep falling for may not be random at all. What feels like chemistry can actually be your past repeating itself. But understanding the pattern is not the same as escaping it. You can know exactly why you keep choosing the same type and still feel powerless the moment that familiar person appears. You can see the trap clearly and still walk straight into it. So this episode is about the part that matters most. Not why it happens, but how to stop it while it's happening. How to catch the pattern in real time. How to interrupt it before it becomes another chapter of the same story. Psychology research shows something surprising. On average, people need to repeat the same emotional pattern 7 times before they can truly start to change it. 7 times. Not because they're slow learners, but because emotional patterns hide under layers of defense mechanisms. Each repetition peels back one layer. Each heartbreak brings you closer to seeing the full picture. But you don't have to wait for 7 more failures. You can speed up the process. Here's how. Step 1. Pattern recognition training. This is detective work. You need to see the pattern so clearly that your brain can't ignore it anymore. Take out a piece of paper. Write down your last 3 significant relationships. For each person, write down 5 things. Their core personality traits. How they handled conflict. How they showed affection. What attracted you most? Why it ended. Now look at those 3 sheets. Circle every word that appears more than once. Every repeated trait. Every similar conflict style. Every familiar ending. This is your pattern, written in your own handwriting, undeniable. Here's what you'll probably find. The thing that attracted you is also the thing that destroyed you. You loved their mystery, but you suffered from their emotional unavailability. You loved feeling needed, but you drowned in their dependence. You loved the chase, but you broke yourself trying to catch them. Your attraction and your pain come from the same source. That's not coincidence. That's the pattern. But recognition alone isn't enough. Your brain is too clever. It will find ways to convince you this time is different. This person is different. You're different now. That's where step 2 comes in. The 48-hour rule. Next time you feel that magnetic pull towards someone, that instant chemistry, that feeling of this is it, don't act on it, not yet. Give yourself 48 hours. 2 full days of space between the feeling and the decision. During those 48 hours, ask yourself 3 questions. Write down the answers. Be brutally honest. Question 1. Am I attracted to this person or am I attracted to how they make me feel? There's a difference. One is about them. The other is about you trying to feel a certain way. Usually a way you felt in childhood. Usually a way that ended in pain. Question 2. If I remove the excitement, the chemistry, the butterflies, is this person actually good for me? Do they have the qualities I need in a partner? Or do they just have the qualities that trigger my pattern? Question 3. If this relationship follows my usual pattern, where will I be in 6 months? Be specific. Picture it. Feel it. If the answer makes you uncomfortable, that's your intuition trying to save you. This 48-hour pause does something crucial. It interrupts the automatic response. It puts space between your subconscious pattern and your conscious choice. It gives your rational brain time to catch up with your emotional brain. But here's where it gets deeper. The real change doesn't come from avoiding your pattern. It comes from understanding what you're actually looking for. Most people think they're looking for love, but what they're really looking for is a feeling, a specific emotional state they experienced in childhood. Maybe it's the feeling of finally being chosen. Maybe it's the feeling of being needed. Maybe it's the feeling of earning someone's approval. You're not looking for a person. You're looking for a feeling. And you've learned to find that feeling in people who ultimately hurt you. So here's the shift. Instead of asking, who am I attracted to, ask, what am I trying to feel? And then ask the harder question. Can I give myself that feeling without needing someone else to provide it? If you're chasing people who are hard to get because you want to feel worthy when they finally choose you, you're outsourcing your self-worth. If you're drawn to people who need saving because you want to feel valuable, you're outsourcing your sense of purpose. The pattern breaks when you stop asking other people to give you what you should be giving yourself. Now let's talk about the most powerful tool: rewriting your childhood script. Your current pattern is based on a script written when you were young, a script about what love looks like, what you have to do to earn it, what you have to sacrifice to keep it. That script is running in the background of every relationship choice you make. But here's what most people don't realize. You can rewrite the script. Start by identifying the core belief. What did you learn about love as a child? Maybe you learned that love is conditional, that you have to perform to be worthy, that you have to chase to be chosen, that you have to sacrifice yourself to be valued. Write it down, make it explicit. This is the belief that's been running your pattern. Now write a new belief. Not what you wish were true, but what you know is true about healthy love. Maybe it's love doesn't require performance. Maybe it's I'm worthy without having to prove it. Maybe it's healthy love feels calm, not chaotic. This isn't positive thinking. This is conscious reprogramming. Every time you feel drawn to your old pattern, you pause. You acknowledge the old script, and you consciously choose the new one. It won't feel natural at first. The new script will feel boring compared to the intensity of your old pattern. That's normal. Your brain is addicted to the familiar drama. Healthy love will feel strange because it's unfamiliar. But here's the truth. Real love isn't supposed to feel like a rerun. It's not supposed to trigger your childhood wounds. It's not supposed to make you prove your worth over and over. Real love should feel different, calmer, safer, more stable. And yes, at first, maybe a little boring compared to the chaos you're used to. That boring feeling, that's actually what safety feels like. Your nervous system just doesn't recognize it yet. So here's your action plan. Starting today, every time you make a relationship choice, ask yourself one question. Am I repeating my past or am I creating my future? If you're repeating, pause. Use the 48-hour rule. Check your pattern, question your attraction, identify what feeling you're chasing. If you're creating your future, it might feel uncomfortable. It might not give you that instant chemistry. It might feel too easy, too stable, too calm. That's okay. That's growth. That's you choosing differently. Change takes time. You won't break the pattern overnight. You might slip back into it. You might choose wrong again. That's part of the process. Every time you catch yourself, you're getting stronger. Every time you pause, you're rewiring your brain. Every time you choose differently, you're writing a new script. The pattern doesn't have to be your destiny. Recognition is the first step. Interruption is the second. Rechoice is the third. And every small choice adds up to a completely different story. You're not broken. You're not doomed to repeat the same mistakes forever. You're just running an old program. And programs can be rewritten. The question is, are you ready to write a new one?